joined by Keren Paterson, Managing Director of Trigg Mining. Keren, thanks for your time.
Thank you, David.
Firstly, Trigg Mining, for those who don't know the company, can you share a little bit about it?
Well, Trigg is all about feeding the world, really. We're exploring for minerals that the world needs. It's potassium fertiliser, sulphate of potash, and we've got over 3,000 square k's of tenure just east of Laverton, which is really well endowed with excellent infrastructure. So it's really exciting.
2019 was a busy year. What were some of the highlights?
Well, listing, of course, starting that in October, and then we're straight out in the field. In fact, in the next 2 months after that, we had up to 26 people in the field, getting right across all of our tenure. At Laverton Links, we did an air core drilling program across the 3 prospects there, and that will result in an inferred resource on Lake Raisin coming out shortly. And then at Lake Throssell, we did the heritage survey, and we got to do the first round of sampling at Lake Throssell, and that has come back with high grade results. So we're very excited about that and following that up this year.
In a pre-IPO stage, as you head into that enjoyable time, you're always focused on what you think the project will give you and what you think you'll get from the project. Has it surprised you?
Well, we really did think that Throssell was going to be high grade. That was a big part of our story, based on what's called Aster Gypsum Index, which tells us how much gypsum is on the surface of the salt lake, and that's an indicator of just the mineralisation in the water, because we're targeting the water in these big paleochannel systems. That's just proven that that theory is correct. We've got really great results right across that surface of the lake, and the next step is to get some drill holes into the channel.
As you say, looking at drilling into 2020, what will be the focus?
The focus is drilling and starting to define that Lake Throssell resource.
So for investors who are following the story or new to the story, what will be the little markers that will give them that bit of excitement as 2020 progresses?
Well, firstly, that resource coming out for Lake Raisin, that gives it real substance. It's an exploration target at the moment, so developing a resource. And then moving into Throssell, it's about the air core drilling that we'll be doing shortly, the results of that, and then ultimately a mineral resource estimate for that one too, which will then take us into that next step, heading down the path to doing scoping study and ultimately developing a great project out there.
And importantly, well funded?
Yes, well funded, $4.5 million IPO. It's quite inexpensive exploration in many aspects because the holes are quite shallow. It's around about 100 metres of drilling, so we can do a lot and get a lot of bang for our buck.
It was a busy 2019 and 2020 looks even busier. Exciting times ahead for the company. Keren, thanks for your time.
Great, thank you.